Geek Dad Life presents Toy Geeks, a live toy talk show. Today we're going to talk about all of the reveals and news coming from the first ever Ghostbusters Fan First Monday event. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hello everybody and welcome to Toy Geeks. My name is Jay, and with me as always, usually Sunday nights at 9 p.m., but in this case, the special lunch break edition of Toy Geeks is my good friend John. John, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing well today.
Oh God, see, I was like, oh, I need to make sure I do that.
we were together a mere 13 hours ago.
It's like we never left, John. I like as I came on during my work day. This is literally a lunch break for me at work, by the way. Literally like turned on the computer that I use for Toy Geeks, and everything was as I left it only 13 hours ago. So super pumped to be talking about the first ever Ghostbusters Fan First Friday, Fan First Monday. Star Wars gets the Fridays, we get the Mondays, which is fine because the Ghostbusters Hasbro is doing all right.
Yeah.
Star Wars not so much, but Ghostbusters doing well. Chat is hopping as always. Space Cowboy first in chat. Congrats, Space Cowboy. Pop actor. Is it Sunday already? No. Special Monday drop. Antonio, Mr. Fusion, and again, we're gonna try and be as spoiler free as possible as well. So we'll talk about the first half, and then we'll leave the second thing revealed with a spoiler tag as well, just so people haven't seen it. But it's already hitting Target shelves, so you might just be randomly spoiled walking down a Target aisle. So just be aware of that, the thing that they did reveal. Andrew Delta is here. Let me keep moving on. Scott D, John Rhodes, Frobafett is in the house. BioLearn, is that comics that he changed the name? Let's see. Cobweb, Brandon 3G. I think did you see yesterday, Brandon 3G? Or was it today you're seeing? I can't remember exactly when. More for Macanita Silva is here. Shannon is here as well. Dale Bentley from Preston, UK. That's right. When we do these lunch ones, the UK really shows up. So for our UK viewers, hello. Riley Bob, sup geeks at work. So just listening, no worries there, Riley Bob. Bill Pagan, hello all. Jeremy Pate and Gary is here as well. It's Comics 1017. This is my work YouTube account. All right. Comics, we got you. We got you covered. And Jake Irvis, Ghostbusters is a good way to start the week. Totally agree. And yeah, so John, thoughts on kind of just the overview for the first ever Ghostbusters Fan First Friday. What are your thoughts?
It's a good start. It's hopefully one of many. I think they put the work into it. I think it's Pam and Bill. I think they'll find their groove of presenting they seem a little,
it takes time.
I don't want to say uncomfortable, but they'll get there.
It takes time. Like anybody just watch. I mean, I guess you can't see our first ever Toy Geeks because
I was
But it takes a while to get the flow and get the feel. Or you can just watch like the first Geek Dad Life videos. And again, I've done podcasting for 15 years, and it's still much drier and it takes a while to get comfortable, especially in front of a camera. So, hopefully they get more opportunities to get a little bit more comfortable. But in terms of what was revealed about the pack, I didn't realize it was going to have that much stuff. I knew the cyclotron would come off, but I like all the details they've put into this thing. And I know yesterday we ragged on the Rancor a lot, but for $3.99 plus tax or whatever, this thing is stacked.
Yeah, it's I think all of our questions were answered as far as will it do this, will it do that?
Yep.
But it's incredible how much they put in there that you don't even see. Like you said, it is the compartments, the switches, everything. It's like it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it really is, because again, like we've seen the movie, and so we've seen what this looks like in at least on the movie screen, and it seemingly does all of the same things,
right?
Which I was just like, this is really freaking cool.
Yeah, I think it will end up with a pretty close result, just with more plastic over metal,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm fine
Yeah.
with that. That's okay. I mean, they're doing a great job painting it to look
Yeah.
metal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, I'm I'm super blown away. Look
And
at
yeah,
that,
just
the secret switches.
yes, I mean, just switches anywhere makes it feel cooler, obviously,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
But the fact they're functional and they kind of have like low power mode and full mode, and it just seems so much like more real when you have little switches you can turn on. And they're showing right now there's actually gonna be a rumble pack in the cyclotron,
Mhm.
so it'll actually rumble. Or you can turn that off too if you want to save the battery life. They did also say, was it 4D batteries? Not only
Mhm.
can power the pack, but with the hose connector, it'll power your Spangler Neutrino as well.
Mhm.
Which, again, I didn't expect any connectivity between the wand and pack. And while maybe power is a simple connectivity in some respects, but still really awesome that they thought through that and came up with a way to make that happen.
Yeah. Yeah. And they made it look still homemade. It
Mm-hmm.
looks, it looks. I can't say I've ever really seen fan made ones. I know they put tons of work into it, into
Oh,
making
look,
individual
it's got
pieces.
compartments.
I know you put your popcorn in there. Put
Somebody said in the chat, I can't remember who said it. I think they're here. Oh, it's Jason Woods. I mean, Jason Woods. But somebody said you could put Twinkies in it,
Oh, that's a good idea.
right?
Forget about it over the course of 10 years.
But if you assume you wear this at a con floor, you have a snack in there ready to go.
Right. Although this will give another place where, like, the con checkers, the cosplay inspection stations, are like,
Oh yeah.
all
But
right,
will they know?
open it up. Yeah.
Will they know though? Like, will they know? Will they care?
I bet there will be a time where it comes where, like, they get 200 people walking through the door in the course of a couple hours,
Yeah.
and everybody will have a note like, check the compartments of the proton packs.
Thank you for calling us out, Tony. Yeah, there is a switch in there too when they opened it up. Let's see, where was it? Oh, did I go too far? Here we go. There's a switch in there too, so I wonder what look. I see those little switches there. There's more switches.
Mhm.
So I wonder if that. I don't think they'd reveal anything else, right? But maybe that's another component that we don't know about.
They'll get to it.
Yeah, probably. And they also revealed the stand. So here's my thing about the stand. So they revealed all the tiers,
Mhm.
and aside from the fact that in the kind of the leaked list, it's all right. The 13,000, I thought it was 15,000 backers. So everything they showed was exactly the same as the leaked list. So that's good to know. Everything that we kind of expected is what's happening, which is great. But this stand that it's sitting on, while it's cool, John, you and I, play guitar and have guitars. This is like a guitar stand, like an acoustic guitar stand.
Yeah.
With central
Easy.
details.
Mhm. And if you're not, I mean, if you do want to just buy a guitar stand, I mean, you can get them at Guitar Center for
Mm-hmm.
$20 for a
Yeah.
single-sided stand.
Yep.
If this doesn't get funded, there's so many other options.
Exactly.
Easy.
Yep. And honestly, I dig that, because hopefully we get it, and we may very well. The thing is, still has legs and is going really
Mhm.
strong.
Yep.
But if you don't, out of all of it, the stand is the one thing we could probably just find a pretty good, proxy in the wild.
Yeah.
So I was kind of pumped about it. I was worried it'd be some really cool, elaborate stand thing, but it's literally, if you see, like, for a lot, I have one for one of my acoustic guitars, but there's other guitar ones too, where without the neck holder, it just kind of
Yep.
sits.
Yep.
There's a bajillion of those.
Mhm.
So that's cool. And then we saw the mini puff reveal, which they showed on Instagram this morning before the event. Again, we knew this was going to be at 11,000. When they said new deco in the thing, I think I even said I really hope for new head sculpts. They're the same head sculpts, but they kind of have this toasted appearance. They're okay. I kind of wish they looked more maybe like just dirty, as they kind of looked in that we saw in the movie at certain points. I don't want to be too spoilery,
Mhm.
but I think you know what I'm talking about, John. And I would have preferred them to look like those mini puffs than ones that have kind of been singed a little bit.
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts on the mini puff reveal here, plus the marshmallow attachments?
They are, I mean, they're fun. I still like these.
Yeah.
Because I really like the mini puffs from the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I do wish, yeah, I wish they came with other things
Yes.
that would make a movie scene.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to go into it,
Sure.
but you know what I mean. If there was a
Absolutely.
couple accessories included with them,
Mm-hmm.
you could recreate a movie scene without burns, because then you can just use those accessories with the non-burnt ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And so, but again, more variety to the mini puffs, I think, is great. I love how, and they talk about they couldn't really show it when they were, demoing them. They're just demoing the normal release, which I'm pumped to get those as well. And
Mhm.
after seeing the movie, I probably pick up more just so I can have, more mini puffs running around. But I love that it connects to the pack, and I love how they design the hands to be able to, clip on to some of the different
Yep.
smaller cables and stuff like that on the pack. And again, it's just something fun, and hopefully people don't like steal them off somebody's pack at a convention, but just kind of walking around with it and having some mini puffs on there too, makes it a lot of fun,
Mhm.
for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Comic says toasted marshmallow greater than a bag of bones. Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. But it kind of, but you know what though, like, and it just kind of goes to show they kind of, it's not anything different than we've already gone, just a slightly different deco. But when you've put so much into the pack and it's so awesome, this all just feels like bonus, and we're excited and happy to get it, right? Versus the Rancor is like, $350 for just a Rancor. They better have some awesome tiers,
Right.
which may have set them up for failure on that one. Whereas this, we're like, oh, this is really cool. I'm already getting an amazing Proton pack.
Right.
Can I get more mini puffs? That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. When we first seen the Rancor, we seen a gray render,
Mhm.
and it gradually got worse. The more they showed, it got worse. The pack
Mhm.
is completely different. It was awesome the first time they showed it, and
Yeah,
it's just stepped up each time
exactly.
they revealed a little extra, you know, anything on it, really.
Mhm. Yep, yep. And then they had this, fun, segue, to talk about the Egon Spengler notebook. So again, I love the fun they're having with it. But I'm excited about this Egon Spengler notebook. I think you talked about it on yesterday's Toy Geeks, but you maybe should have just been thrown in regardless of the backers. But it still looks cool, and excited to get it. But your thoughts on the official reveal of the Spengler notebook, showing, I wish it would have opened up and seen some of what was inside. That means they're still working on it.
Yeah.
But I would have loved to see that, but excited to get this. What's your thoughts on the official reveal of the Spengler level of the backer?
Yeah, I'm excited for it. Like I said last night, I do wish this was like a halfway point. We'll ship it to you once it's backed, just like the book came with
Mhm.
the sail barge.
Yep.
And I am hoping we haven't seen the inside pages, because maybe they are working on a PKE meter. Maybe they are
Mhm.
working on a trap, and we're just not going to
Ooh,
see that stuff,
yeah.
because they're not going to, put the cart before the horse and show everybody this,
Mhm.
because maybe it has to do with licensing. Who knows?
Yeah, true, true. The sticker sheet is cool. It's very 80s. I kinda
Hmm.
wish it was, and maybe there's some people that make so much great art, fan art, and
Hmm.
cool stickers and stuff like that. Like, a big fan of 8-Bit Zombie, and there's so many really cool ones out there. So I kinda had that in my head, but these are still fun. But our mutual friend Shannon, his friends has made already. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of people that make the no ghost, that special no ghost logo. I won't
Hmm.
spoil it, but that special no ghost logo. And I would have liked a sticker of that. I want like 100 stickers of that. So
It
I
could
want
be, it could be there. Maybe it's behind the book.
you're
There's a
right.
couple one we can't see.
You're right. And I don't want to spoil it because we haven't put the spoiler tags up yet, but there's a special No Ghost logo after the last post credit scene. So, I would have loved a sticker of that.
Yeah.
That would have sold more units. You better believe it.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, and don't look away from the screen to, like, check your
yeah, it's like
phone.
it flashes for a
It's so
second.
quick. It's
Yes,
so quick.
yes. Which I don't know why they put it there, but whatever. It's awesome. I love it.
It's almost like it was in the film on accident, sort of
Yeah,
like
exactly.
in Fight Club when Tyler Durden would put in the,
Yes,
the wrong scenes.
yes, yes. And they kind of showed a little bit more detail on the stand, but again, that's a guitar stand.
Yeah. Mhm.
Um, And you know, I don't think they necessarily said if it would fit with the Alice frame. I think it would. Again, since it is just an amount of space, it kind of just adjusts to if there's extra, you know, I don't want to say girth.
That's what she said.
But you know, to the pack that you could, I think it'll adjust to whether you have the Alice frame on it or not. I would have wished, and I think it's because they said this is still the prototype, so maybe it doesn't have all the fastenings and stuff the right way for an Alice frame. But I would have loved to have seen them like attach the Alice frame in this video, but still, that's a little bit of a nitpick. But overall, just over the moon by what they showed. This kind of dive on the pack.
I'd be willing to bet that once a production model is available, they'll get Adam Savage back to put the Alice frame on it to show, because he's more into that side of it rather than these folks.
Yep. That's a brilliant idea. If they can pull that off, I think that'll be perfect. Again, it's already backed. We're already getting it, but you know, maybe that gets us to 13,000. Maybe that gets us to 15,000, or was it 17? No, it's 15,000 backers for the Supernatural stand. So, you know, whatever that takes, and if you can pull that off, I think you're right. That's a great idea, John. And Hasbro, if you're listening, you're probably not. You're probably mad about all the Hasbro Rancor teasing it. Just know it's all in good fun, and because you know, we love you all, but you know, it's just people need it. Like, friends should tell friends when they have spinach in their teeth, right, John?
Right. Yep.
That's think of it as that's how we're sharing it. All right. Then they had kind of a cool interview and the Adam Savage clip. But honestly, that was my chance to check back into work stuff. So I kind of was half, you know, watching in the background. So then that leaves us for the spoiler section of this video. Let's see. Delta says, I wonder if you can convert the stand into a wall-mounted bracket. I'm sure you can. I think it just depends how heavy it is. That's the thing you want to worry about, because even if you're like drilling into a stud, you know, you'd probably just want to have some type of hook that would hook to the Alice frame. That would probably a lot lighter.
Yeah, that's what my plan is. This is going to sit on the wall, you know, when I'm not messing around with it.
Exactly, and that too, like you'll want. Again, I think because it's just a you know, metal tubing frame, so you could put hooks on it, so you could like put it up when you're displaying it, and you could easily take it down. You know, and I think we're gonna want that ability. So I don't know if necessarily that we'd want to go that route. Okay, John. The last thing they revealed, we assumed they would. I mean, because we knew there was gonna be a Phoebe Plasma Series figure. And so clearly it was being held back for some reason. We all assumed it's because there's kind of spoilery, you know, stuff contained therein with that figure. So spoiler alert, putting it up right now. And honestly, I think if you haven't seen the movie yet, and while this set is already hitting targets right now, so you may just get spoiled anyway if you haven't seen the movie. But I did not know how significant this second figure in this 2-pack was to the movie. I figured this would probably happen, but by no means did I think it would be as amazing and emotional as it was in the movie. And I would be bummed if I would have saw this toy set before I saw the movie, because I think it made it that much more impactful. Would you agree, John?
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is a spoiler alert. If you have not seen the movie yet, get the heck out of here and come back once you've seen the movie. I think it's that this set is that important to the story. Like, I feel bad for the employees that had to make these toys, because again, I'm so thankful I did not know this before going into the movie.
Yeah, because it never happens anymore.
No. And it was looking us there in the face the whole time, right? And I think we assumed something, but it was amazing. It was amazing. So spoiler alert. You've been warned. All right. We all good? We're all good here. Yes. Comics, if you haven't seen it, get out of here. Love you though, but go. I'm doing this for your own good. All right. Here we go. This is it. We're gonna talk about the 2-pack that was revealed right now. So I'm going to fast forward through the interview, and here we go. They revealed the family that busts together 2-pack. And it is awesome. And I just want a Phoebe Plasma Series figure. Like, it feels like it's not complete.
Mm-hmm.
And John, one of our viewers, sent me on Facebook today, or not Facebook, I'm sorry, Instagram, that this figure is already hitting toy shelves right now. This 2-pack is already hitting toy shelves in Target. So we're finally getting the Phoebe Plasma Series figure, and we're getting a Jedi Ghost Egon. And first take, just looking at the box, I was like, I don't really, they should have done translucent head as well.
Yep.
But it's grown on me a little bit, but that's the one nitpick I would have. I wish they would have made just a translucent head too.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think I would have been happier if it was translucent head with translucent body,
Mm-hmm.
or just painted to look like that. Because the thing that does bother me about it the most is seeing all of the inside articulation on the translucent body.
Yeah. Yep. And there we go. Here's the close up of. Yeah. Yep. And again, I think that I'm excited to get this figure. Don't get me wrong. Really excited to get the figure.
Yep.
But yeah, I think maybe just like they could have done it all translucent and maybe just sprayed some of the tan on it to kind of cover up kind of the guts of the toy in the middle, right?
Yeah. Like made that part a little bit more pearlescent, like with just a light flake on there.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit metallic, because like they said on the shoulders, it was part of the effect in the film where you saw a bit of ectoplasmic floating bits coming off of him like constantly. So just to cover that up a little bit more, I think it would have looked better. I'm not saying it looks bad, but it is the one nitpick I have for him.
And again, this is Hasbro, so I'm sure they're going to do this figure probably 10 more times.
Yeah.
And so I'm assuming it get better each time, but still pumped to get it. And honestly, the thing that really got me is when they kind of showed the box art one. The side of the box art looks cool. It kind of matches the rest of the Plasma Series figures. I think it's the same artist probably. But the back is where I was like, okay, yep, let's go. I need this.
Yeah. It's so good.
And again, I think he's holding this stream, the wand with her, but still, like, I need to be able to recreate this thing, because I was just like, ugh, make me cry again.
It looks so good. And like they said, they built a little 3D diorama to take this photo.
Yes,
that's crazy. Like that the sort of silo electrode things that he has on the farm.
Yeah,
you can kind of see that.
Yep.
It's I want to see everything that they did to this.
It's a good point here, John. Maybe just because Hasbro, us Ghostbuster fans have been so good on the Proton pack. Can you take whatever money you're going to spend on that Rancor cardboard backer and just throw that into the Proton pack? Give us this farm background.
With a miniature fog machine.
Yes, a miniature fog machine. Yes. But whew. Yeah, agreed. Join late. How awesome is this? Agreed, Gotham Stalker. Agreed. Mondays usually stink. This is a good Monday. This is a good Monday for sure. Yeah. I ran through G. I never ugly cried in a movie theater until that scene. It got me. It got me both times. I've seen it twice now. I'll probably see it another time this week. But it's so, I don't know. It hit me on an emotional level I just didn't expect. And because I didn't expect this to play out the way it did in the movie, where like this character that I didn't, maybe they do something showing him in a flashback or something like that, or maybe there'd be a ghost version of him or something. But how he was a character that was impactful throughout the film. It's awesome. It's so
cool. Yeah. And it's almost like he used all of his like energy to make himself appear for everyone. Once everyone was there, he knew like he needed to make himself known. He was known, she knew he was there with early on. But then this scene right here, it was it really doesn't get any better.
No, right? And to me, I still the image of Dan Aykroyd and Winston, or Ernie Hudson and Bill Murray being actors, looking at a ghost version of a friend that has passed away and just seeing like the tears well up in their eyes. I'm like, God, they really sold that, because I was just like, I feel their pain of like, that's our friend that's gone, even though he wasn't there in that scene. But wow, just so good. So super pumped about this set. Unfortunately, it is a Target exclusive, so it gets the official. That being said, aside from G.I. Joe, which actually even for G.I. Joe has improved significantly, a Target exclusive have been a relatively painless experience, right, John?
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree?
Yeah, I would say so.
Right?
Mm-hmm. I think the Target app has gotten better because like I got all of my McFarlane Batman 66 on the app. I've never seen anything in person, and it was just, kind of checking on a daily basis, and then one shows up, and easy way to get it.
Yeah. So hopefully, and again, the Ecto one, I think we all like kind of freaked out. It sold so fast online, but there was tons of those. We got clearance at retail. So I really hope this one is just as easy as those.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping for something else. I was hoping for another prop replica.
Yeah. But honestly, I feel like maybe they're a bit caught by surprise a little bit. Do you think?
Yes.
I don't think they expected this. We didn't expect this.
No, I think they all just kept one foot in.
Yeah.
Ready to say, well, we really tried. We really tried this time. And now they're like, what else can we do as fast as possible?
Yeah, right. And they were holding on to this one forever. They had this set because clearly they showed us the Phoebe, back when the second set of Plasma series figures were coming out. So, I know they had it for a long time. But, something doing that Rancor in the arms of the Rancor commercial yesterday, something that kind of shocked me, because, again, I was a backer of the Cookie Monster, was that Bill that's currently on the this HasLab project, is Ghostbusters and stuff. He was a part of the Cookie Monster. And I would have felt really bad. Like, he would have never lived it down in the Hasbro cafeteria if both of he was the two that didn't get back.
This is his like vindication, where
yes.
Where the HasLabs, it seems like they don't fund until the very end. They don't like blow up until the very end and unlock everything. Cookie Monster was a real slow burn that just never happened, didn't go anywhere. So him getting to be involved in this, where it's gangbusters from the get-go, I'm happy for him.
Yeah, this is Bill's redemption arc, and for him, probably at the Hasbro's like, I'm back, baby, we did it. No, I don't have this weight of the Cookie Monster on my shoulders anymore. I've got a fully backed HasLab project. So, Bill, I don't know you. You seem like a nice guy, but just so you know, everyone here at Toy Geeks, as well as the 100+ people watching this right now, plus whoever mini watch afterwards, congratulations. Really happy for you that this HasLab project is going gangbusters. Because one, an amazing job by the team that did it. Even everything you've seen, I was like over the moon. We already knew all the tiers and they looked fun. And but everything, even seeing more that you showed today about the pack, it's a home run for $400. And it's kind of maybe I think the Rancor's hurt itself. Like, I'm not gonna say the Proton pack hurt the Rancor, but just seeing how amazing and what the bang for your buck you're getting on the Proton pack versus the Rancor has to hurt it maybe a little bit as well, right, John?
Yeah, absolutely. It's that perceived dollar factor. Like, I'm paying this much for a Rancor, and I can get everything, the kitchen sink with a Proton pack
for $50 more.
Yeah.
So still going strong. I think it's had like over 200 since yesterday, right? It was on like 9,300 last night or 13 hours ago.
Yep.
So still going strong. That next level, I don't know if they added it to the website yet, is going to be there they are. Is going to be the kind of burnt deco mini puffs, as well as the marshmallow goo attachments. So excited for that. 11,000, I think, is doable. We're already at 95, so we're only 1,500 away, right? So that's doable.
Yeah, I bet whatever doesn't get covered by the companies that buy this for resale value. The BBTS, the Entertainment Earth, all those guys.
Yeah.
I bet those combined orders will push this over. Really, because I think a lot of people won't be getting this now because of Christmas.
Yeah.
And, there's so many other expenses happening right now where the companies that buy them for resale purposes will say, well, we know we're going to make profit on these. We'll buy X amount. I don't think it's going to be a problem, especially when the Ghostbusters fans that pay $2,000 for a replica pack to be handmade for them.
Yep.
They'll probably spend $800 on a resale one without thinking about it.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's see, somebody asked, we need to get Bill to be a guest on the podcast, the show. Absolutely. Bill, you're welcome on anytime. It's an extended invitation to any toy maker company or individual. You are welcome on this channel and this show. We are very kind to our guests historically, right? Yeah, we're very good.
I would say so. And if you can't talk about the Rancor, you want to stay off topic, totally fine.
We'll be respectful. We understand. We understand. All right, John, I think that's it. For this, right?
Yeah. It's a good one. I'm excited. I'm hoping for another one after the new year, or maybe in December we'll get another Ghostbusters Monday.
Maybe.
Who knows? Because that sort of Comic-Con light is happening next week.
Oh, you're right.
So there could be another reveal.
Is anybody showing up to that? Like I've gone to every Comic-Con for before the pandemic. I think it was 16 years straight. And I'm not going to this one because it's Thanksgiving. They clearly didn't want people there because they did it Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah.
But hopefully if they do a regular Comic-Con next year, definitely want to go to that. But so maybe there'll be more. And again, Ghostbusters Afterlife, 44 mil at the box office this weekend. Kicking about, I think, 60 worldwide. So
it's not even open in every country yet.
Exactly. So movie's doing really well. Number one at the box office. Hopefully it keeps strong through the holidays here. And I think it will, because it's one you can take the whole family to. Like my kids love it. Zach, I mean, a lot of people freaking love podcasts. He's like, I'm podcast. And he's been going around, pretending to be podcasts from the movie. So like, I if they were shooting for a movie that can kind of cross generations, like please, us old fogies that grew up with it, and then maybe the kids as well. I think hopefully, fingers crossed, this is a really strong showing, and Hasbro accordingly will kind of have more fan first Mondays, Fridays, whatever you want to call them, events to come for Ghostbusters. But still super pumped that Ghostbusters is having its day in the sun. John, thank you for hanging out with me to talk about it. And with everybody in the chat, this is a hopping lunch break edition of Toy Geeks, usually a little bit smaller. Maybe it's because people are already off for the holidays. But again, to everyone in the chat, have a good Thanksgiving. If you're here in the States, if you're outside the States, just hope you have a really good week. Or if you celebrate Thanksgiving outside of the States, happy Thanksgiving to you as well. And we will be back tomorrow with Screen Geeks with Ralph. Ralph and I will be talking about the second half of season 1 of Masters of the Universe Revelation. So be on the lookout for that, probably 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Are you excited for part 2, John?
I am. I'm
so good.
I'm so excited. So excited.
So hang out with us there. And until next time, hasta luego and goodbye.